Let's take all the little goofy stuff off of here. But if you're like anything like me, the pricey pencils start to add up and you think, gee, this is really expensive. So what I'm going to show you is what I did over here to save the life of my pencils a little bit. And that would be the Prisma Premier pencils and the how-to, how to save. I'm going to start with a blue-green crayon. Just that easy. I am coloring the Create Space book. This doesn't work out all that well on Fancy Pants paper. With the crayon and this paper by independently published people, and there are many of them, an awesome array of books to choose from constantly. And this paper really likes crayon, as I point out many times. Now, the trick is you want as nice a heavy a layer of crayon as you can possibly lay down. Then you're going to grab an inexpensive pencil. Crazart works really well with crayon. So now what I'm doing is I'm pushing my crayon in very smoothly to my paper. So we've gone from inexpensive blue-green Crayola crayon, available in the little small packs that can be picked up at just about like nothing when you consider how much you pay for a Prisma or a Polychromo. The Crazart pencil or the Crayola pencil and the crayon work very nicely together on this paper to permeate the fibers. So I've already saved a fortune, because had I just used my favorite True Blue Prisma, I'd be doing this about 3 layers. Every one of those layers would require me to sharpen the pencil again and get pricier and pricier. Now I have this lovely layer 2. This is when you take out your pricey Prisma, and look at how small that is. I will be using this for a long, long time because I won't even have to sharpen it. Which color did I pick? I picked violet blue. I'm going to use the violet blue in here to go along and add that nice dark shade in there. And I would do this for everything. I would use yellow-orange crayons. Then I would use the orange crayon, the red-orange crayon. Then I would go and push it in with a Crazart pencil of a similar hue. Will do. Then I'm going to grab my True Blue, which is True Blue. Where are you? True Blue, True Blue. Okay, Cerulean Blue. That'll work too. It's small. It's expensive. They add up. So this really will help your pencils last longer, still give you a beautiful finish. And I'm only doing this one side because I know people have like short attention spans on YouTube. So you can only just imagine what all of this takes, but it doesn't take much, and it will save you big bucks down the road. And you will be really happy with your results, and you'll say, wow, that was really cool. Now, if you want to go a little bit more, you could take I picked up a deal on a really good deal. And I got a whole bunch of Prisma stuff, erasers, this blender inky that works really great on pencil, blending it into the paper as well. Came with an eraser, a sharpener. I really bought it for the colorless blender because it was under $7 for this big pack. So the last little step would be to take an eraser that works really well, and you're going to have to, practice with this. This one really does lift off color nicely. Don't worry about your debris, and if you're lucky enough to have a great big huge paintbrush, soft, gentle, that'll push your junk away, the junk in your trunk. And then the very last step would be to take a Prisma White if you really want to knock this baby into outstanding land, and you would add a little bit, and you would continue to do that wherever you want that white glow to take place. So how easy was that? It was easy. And it will save you a fortune. Hello, Linda. I'm keeping this short. This short seems to work. Look at that. Crayon, Crazart pencil, then your Prisma, and your Prismas will last forever. And you repeat the process with everything. Start with your crayon, light to dark, leave a little space for the dark, put your yellow in, put your blues in, put whatever colors you want in, and then move on to the pencil after the crayon, and then finish it off with those pricey pencils you own, and you will be so thrilled with the result and the fact that you're not going to have to invest your great-grandchildren's college education fund, or your car payment, or your rent, or your house payment, or your groceries. That's right. You could save some money. What book are we looking at? I will post the link after I sign out. This is a really cute book. Really easy to color book. It is the D. McDonald Designs Artsy Fartsy Adult Coloring Book 3. And it is all about shadow boxes and what I stuff in them. It is really easy coloring, from sweet stuff to birds to cups to you name it. And it's so easy to do, so easy to work with, fun, not stressful. Again, I used the technique over here, left half the page, because I like to show the befores, the durings, the afters. But it's a beautiful book, and I'm using the technique throughout this entire book, because this would cost me a fortune if I tried to color every one of these big pages with Prisma Premiers or Polychromos. It would be outrageous. So let's go back to the little demo it. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda, for sharing too. And I'm going to log off here and go post it in the world along with the really cool little crazy page.